What if the thing that you are most afraid of is the very thing that God is going to use to change your life? When I got laid off, I thought it was the end, but God had bigger plans. Here's how losing my job became my biggest blessing, and why I believe God allowed it to happen. The corporate life was great. After working so many customer service jobs, I finally got my big girl corporate job. I was feeling it. The check was nice, the people was nice, the office was nice. I really didn't have any complaints. I thought I was reaching success, or so I thought. I thought my career was secure and fulfilling, but deep down, I knew that there was something more. Y'all, I had no idea my life was about to flip upside down. There was word going around the office that they were doing layoffs, but nobody had it confirmed. And then one of my coworkers got an email. And then another one got an email. But that day ended, and I didn't get the email. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm in the clear. The next day came around. Somebody else got an email. Somebody else got an email. Second day went around. I was like, okay, I think I'm straight. Third day came around. It was a Wednesday. 10 a.m. I got the email. Y'all, my stomach dropped. It was official. I was done. I wasn't too shocked because a few of my other coworkers had already went through it, but I was still like, dang, just why? I asked a lot of questions. They said it had nothing to do with me or my performance. It was a global restructuring. Nothing I could really do about it. It felt like rejection, but in hindsight, it was all God's redirection. I prayed and I cried and I asked God, I asked God for clarity. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do next? I started applying for jobs, but because the job market is so bad, I wasn't getting much results. I was just like, why would you take away something that I worked so hard for? I was back and forth with my faith because I had just got an apartment the same week that I got laid off. So it was almost like, well, God, you got me. But on the flip side, it's like, okay, I gotta pay my bills. Then I realized, well, maybe God is doing this for me and not to me. So being unemployed, doing nothing all day, I was like, okay, what do I really want out of my life? I was scrolling on TikTok one day and I saw a woman. She was talking about digital marketing and pretty much sharing her testimony and how she went from, being a single mom to living in a high rise and putting her daughter through college. And it was very inspiring to me. It took me a while, but I did decide to invest. That's pretty much when I started my journey. At first, I was like, okay, I'm just going to do this as a hobby. I'm not really going to treat it, like a business, because I just didn't want to be so stressed out over it. I was like, I'm just going to try it out and see what I can do, see what I can produce, and we'll see how it goes. After a few months, I was like, God wasn't closing a door, or he was just giving me the courage to walk into something bigger. Because to be honest with you, I would have been at that job for as long as I could have been there. I enjoyed it. I liked what I did. Not gonna lie, this experience gave me a lot of tools to help others, which is definitely something that I've been wanting to do. I ended up making a lot of different products, and I finally found my footing making ebooks. One of which I want to mention is called Layoff to Launch, which is a 7-day guide to help you transition from the corporate world or from your layoff, helping you create an online business. You can get that down in the description box. Did I mention that it's free? It's free. Here are some lessons that I learned in the waiting. God uses closed doors to push us into open ones. Your job is not your purpose. It's just a vehicle for your purpose. And faith is trusting God. even when you don't see the big picture, because it's almost like, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where I'm going, the job situation ain't working for me. But faith is trusting God even when you don't see it. I can't stress it enough, y'all. If you're feeling lost after losing something important to you, let me tell you, it's not over. God's plans for you are so much greater than anything that you could ever imagine. I did not think me being laid off would turn into me creating a business. Like, what? I would have just stayed at the corporate job that I was at. So a verse that really held me down throughout this transition was Ephesians 3:20. And it says, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than we can ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us." Look, a lot of times you may think that you're going through something that is the most terrible thing, or you may have lost something, but let me tell you that God is a God of restoration, and he can do things that you can't even imagine. So our minds are pea-sized compared to God's. Probably not even that. Another verse that got me through a lot of days is Matthew 6:25, which says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes?" But I'm going to keep going. 26 says, "Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they?" Think about it, y'all. The birds. They don't go worrying about what they're going to eat. The Lord feeds them. So why would we think that we are less valuable than the birds? Come on, y'all. And verse 27 says, "Can any of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life?" Which is so true. Worrying is not going to get us no extra time on our lives. So we might as well stop before we even start. Getting laid off was not the end. It was just the beginning for me. It was the beginning of the life that God had for me all along. What is one challenge that y'all faced that ended up being a blessing in disguise? Drop it in the comments. I encourage everybody to share this video with anybody that has gotten laid off, anybody that's looking for a job, anybody that's just tired of hustling. Share this with them and give them that hope that they need. I know somebody out there has related to me. All in all, don't look at the things that you are going through as something that's absolutely terrible, because trust me, God can turn it around, and it might just be your blessing in disguise. Don't forget to like and subscribe on this video if this gave you a little bit of hope, and also get that ebook that's down in the description box. It's linked, it's free, and I hope it helps you. I really hope it helps you. I know it'll help you. See y'all in the next video.